chance to play against three really good opponents in back-to-back days. It's the only time that we'll really be able to prep for the conference tournament in March. So it's a great opportunity for us, and it's a hotbed of basketball. People really support basketball in this area, so we're excited about it. We got a long way to go, obviously, but we're excited to be here to see the opportunities that we have.
I know you just got here, but first impressions of the Pentagon and Heritage Court?
Yeah, well, I like gyms like this, and obviously it's not as old as some of the other gyms, whether it be in Indiana or South Dakota, but there's always history. And in the little bit of time that the Pentagon's been here, you've had an awful lot of tradition already with really good players and good teams that have been through here. And it's a cool gym. I'm an old school guy. Like the center hung scoreboard is really cool. Those type of old Hoosier type memorabilia is always pretty cool for me. So it's a neat environment, and the surrounding gyms make it even more appealing. It's just a terrific facility. So we're happy to be here.
What are your thoughts on competing in MTEs like this, where you get to face a variety of teams?
Yeah, we try to get in them every year. Basically, we can't control who the teams are or what the styles are, but so that's a variant that happens every year. But we just look at it as it's something we'll look back to when we get to March of when you get to the conference tournament, you want to be fortunate enough to play 3 games in 3 days. And we can look back at this tournament because we're going to play, win, lose, or draw, we're getting to play 3 games in 3 days. So this is something that we can look back on, and that's really why we do it. The other reason is to get 3 games on a neutral site instead of being a natural road game, which we have 4 of those, or a home game. This gives us an opportunity to play three good opponents on a neutral site.
Jerry.
Well, Grant's one of those power point guards. He's strong. He's physical. He can shoot the basketball. He's a big shot type of guy. He does a lot of good things for us. Leads us in points, but leads us in assists. He just does a really good job with his usage rate of creating a lot of stuff for us. And, he's a little bit of a slow start shooting the ball, like our team has gotten off to. But I think he's really improved defensively over the summer. And obviously a key part to what we do at both ends. Yeah, we're going through a gauntlet with experience right now. Starting 7 games in a 16-day window, 2 games at home, 2 road games, now 3 neutral games before we go back to play Pepperdine at home. And it looks just like all the opponents we're playing are really old. And I think we're going to see that across the country because with the COVID rule of what I call super seniors, you're out of eligibility, but you get that year back. We're running into a lot of teams that have a lot of super seniors and seniors, like 4, 5, 6 that are seniors, and we've just got two bona fide seniors, no super seniors, and a couple of our transfers are young, and a lot of our team is young. Daniel's young, Trey Coleman's young, Keenan's young. So I think we're going to go through some of those growing pains. I thought we played really well against San Francisco. We didn't score the ball in the second half. Grant got hurt. Dez got hurt, missed some time in that game. I wasn't thrilled at all with our last 10 minutes against Santa Clara. So it's in the same way with San Diego at home. It's putting 40 minutes together of playing at a level that you have to play at this level. It's not AAU. It's not high school. It's a 40-minute game that is against really good players that are old and mature, and you have to be. We had San Diego down. We had Santa Clara down, and we had San Francisco down double digits at half. And so we've got to learn that it doesn't matter time and score as much as it does 40 minutes of defending the way we have to defend and 40 minutes of scoring the ball the way we've got to score it. And some of these guys are going through it for Will Baker hadn't played in 2 years, transfer from Texas, hadn't played in 2 years. His last game was his best game. You got A.J. Brahma hadn't played in a year and a half. Keenan hadn't played in a year and a half. So we got a lot of guys, not excuses. It's just they've got to get in rhythm. And I think we'll be okay. but being okay, we'd like to win some games along the way here in November and December before we get to our January conference play.
How much does that catch your attention when you see the week before you come here, one of your opponents knock off a top 20 school?
Yeah, I mean, we know that obviously South Dakota State's the team we've been prepping for the last 48 hours, and the only loss has been at Alabama where they scored 88. So it's and Alabama is one of the top 25 teams in the country probably. So we know we're getting a great opponent there. You got obviously the next opponent just won on a Big Ten's floor, so that catches everybody's attention. And Washington's out of the Pac-12, which I was in the Pac-12, so I know all about Hop and I know all about Washington. So we're going to get 3 really, really good tests in a 3-day window, so we know we're going to have to play really good basketball.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.